there, it's me, HorseGirl Films. In this video, I'm taking you along with me to the state 4-H show. This was my first ever overnight show, and it was such a fun experience. The first morning started bright and early as we headed to the barn, picked up Dewey, and hit the road. It's about an hour drive to the showgrounds, and everything was going great. Well, until it wasn't. Our trailer tire totally blew out, but luckily my mom and I pulled off an exit and had it fixed within 30 minutes. Once we got there, I made myself busy unloading the trailer so I could get Dewey settled in a stall. After that, it was time to decorate our section of the barn, and yes, that's me on the ladder. While I was doing all that, my mom set up our big canopy behind the horse trailer, and then I recruited some help to give Dewey a much needed bath. Next up, braiding. First I braided his tail, put his tail bag in, and then I started on his mane. Show him your little braids. Next, I put his sleazy on to help him keep somewhat clean overnight. Is it almost dinner time? It's time for the opening ceremony. To start off the evening schedule, we had the opening ceremony, and I got the honor of carrying my county's flag.
I will take part of this 4-H show, respecting and abiding by the rules that govern it, in the true spirit of sportsmanship.
We then had judging, and we were looking at a group of halflingers and then a group of paint horses. After judging, we took quizzes based on our respective age groups. Later, everyone headed back to the barns to check on our ponies, and I ended up going on a little walk with a bunch of my friends. We just went for a walk, like all of us, my whole club, but Dewey was absolutely ripping my arm off, so I decided to bring him back and let him just stand here and eat. But he's just sitting here and wondering where all of his new friends went, so silly guy. But he pooped, so I'm gonna clean that up. He looked so cute in his little thing. Oh my god. See the beautiful stall displays. Here's mine. Very nice. Yes. Ooh, it looks like I gotta fill up his water again. His ears when he drinks is the cutest thing. Like, most horses flick their ears, but he does it like extra. What? Earlier we had the opening ceremony, which is where we like kind of a couple of people read speeches. We put the flags into a thing. I put my county's flag in, and then we had judging. So we judged 4 horses for 2 groups, 2 different classes, basically, to judge. And then I had quiz, which was a really hard quiz. I feel like the beginning I did okay on. There were some questions I totally screwed up. You know what happens. And then, yeah, the last bit of the quiz, I was like, oh my god, what? So, I don't know how well I did on that, but hopefully I'll ride well. He's like really dragging me around. He's like fine in his stall and fine out here, but when he gets like out, he's just dragging my arm. So much it might not go super good, but you know, it happens. And hopefully he won't be too speedy for my riding classes. I don't know. We'll see. To finish off the night, my mom and I took a long walk across the fairgrounds in the dark to shower in one of the dairy buildings. It was definitely kind of creepy and we ended up having to wait in a bit of a line, but honestly I think I would have given that shower a solid 9 out of 10. Was it because I was tired and gross? We may never know. Either way, that wrapped up the first day of the State 4-H show. Day 2 started with my, of course, poop-stained gray. Not to worry though, because it was nothing I couldn't fix with some elbow grease. Once he was clean again, I rolled up his braids and it was time for both of us to get ready for fitting and showmanship. I had a little time to warm up before fit and show, and Dewey was a little bit looky, but he was overall really good. Then it was time for our class. I'm so happy with how we did. We've only done fit and show 5 times before, and when I first started working with him, he had no idea what it meant. And so I've been teaching him throughout the year, and I'm just so proud of how far he's come.
And this is number 4.
Yes. We just had our showmanship and it went super good. It's crazy because he's not very good at it because I've only just started teaching him to do it this year, so he's really new. But he was so good. I'm so proud of him. Eventually, it was time to tack him up and get him ready for our riding classes, and we headed to the warm-up ring. At first, it was super calm, just a couple of riders from my club, but it quickly turned into the usual warm-up ring chaos. Then it was time for our equitation class. I wasn't too nervous, but I also wasn't sure how Dewey would have handled being in such a big class. We ended up doing all right. I definitely could have done better, and I was a little overwhelmed since I hadn't ridden in a class that large before, but Dewey handled it well, except for this one time when a horse kind of cut us off, and Dewey decided he didn't like it for the rest of the weekend. I ended up getting a red ribbon in that class, and I can't actually remember my placing because I used the Danish ribbon system. So essentially your ribbon corresponds with a grade. So blue is excellent, red is average, and white is anything below. The class you're seeing now is Real Discipline, and Dewey was absolutely fantastic for this. We kind of worked out our jitters and everything just felt good.
Trot, please, all trot. Walk, please, all walk. Stop and stand, please. Stop and stand. Canter, please, all canter. Receiving a second place, blue, is number 432, Sarah McCabe, and O'Hara's Duarte.
And we ended up getting a second place ribbon, and I was super duper happy about that. By then, I was completely overheated and ready to get out of my show clothes, so I took care of Dewey, made sure he was comfortable, and then changed into something cooler.
I'm all done with my classes for today.
Even though I was done riding for the day, the show was far from over. I spent the afternoon helping out my friends as well as around the showgrounds and watching some of the classes. They then had a much needed dinner break and everyone gathered in the stands to watch the jumping class. One of my friends was in it and she ended up winning. This is me holding her horse. After that, the horse bowl and hippology teams for our state set up the ice cream social fundraiser they do every year, and I'm on the horse bowl team, and it was a big hit and we raised some good money and had a lot of fun doing it. Later that night, I re-ridded Dewey's mane and ended up putting on the sleazy that just covers his head and neck because the full body one was a little bit gross from the night before. And of course, to finish off the day, my mom and I went on another spooky walk to the dairy building to take a shower. And that was the end of day 2. Day 3, aka the final day, went so fast that I honestly didn't vlog much at all. I completely misjudged the time in the morning and ended up barely having any warm-up before my first class of the day, which was the pleasure class.
On the wheel and trot, please, trot. Walk, please, all walk. Trot, please, reverse and walk. Please all walk. Walk in and line up facing your ring mistress, please.
Because of my lack of warm-up, I got really overwhelmed and stressed, but Dewey absolutely came in clutch and we managed to pull it together and ended up getting a blue ribbon and a 4th place in our split, which was a group of 7. Number 432, Sarah McCabe,
Adams and Betty Steady, and number 419, Reese Henry and Sonny.
Yay! Woo!
I think there's one left.
Yeah. They'll figure it out.
Our last class of the weekend was the Bridle Path Hack, and it was legitimately the longest class I have ever been in. It had to have been at least 14 minutes long, which is kind of insane. And by the end, in the words of my grandfather, I was cooking. There was sweat dripping down my back, and yeah, let's just say I don't handle the heat very well.
Canter, please. All canter. Walk, please. All walk.
Holy cow. She did have a good job. Because this is such a tough side. Attention back. So if you get to
Trot,
the
please. All trot.
And if you get to the back too, that's even.
Extend the trot, please. Extend the trot. Walk, please. All walk. Sierra McCabe and O'Hare Duarte. Number 411, Katie Calder.
Dewey and I pushed through the heat and ended up earning a second place blue out of 11 riders. I am so proud of Dewey, and I guess I'm a little proud of myself too. I also ended up winning 2 things in the raffle they did during the show. You got tickets for being helpful, and somehow I ended up with a bunch. I helped clean up the ring, and someone also just liked my overalls, so I got a bunch. And I won a tail tamer brush and a set of white pillows, which I was really excited about because I actually don't have any. To finish out the day, everyone gathered for the award ceremony, and after that it got pretty chaotic. People breaking down decorations, packing trailers, heading out. But eventually, my mom and I managed to navigate our way off the showgrounds and onto the way home. I was so happy to finally be home and relax and hang out with all my pets after such a long and crazy weekend. I had an amazing time at the state show, and I really hope I'll get the chance to go again next year.